This is Lake Pontchartrain, and it was formed around 4,000 years ago, but it was an essential trade hub for early Native American tribes, and it was called Okwa-ta, or wide water. It covers about 630 square miles, but it's only about an average depth of 12 feet, which isn't that deep considering other lakes of similar size. And in fact, the lake isn't a lake at all. It's more of a lagoon, since it gains access to the Gulf of Mexico through a tiny passage to the east called the Rigolets that connects it to Lake Borgne and then to the Gulf. The first European to actually view the lake was a French-Canadian explorer named Pierre de la Moine d'Iberville, who passed through the region in 1699 and named the lake for Louis II, Count of Pontchartrain in France. This estuary is home to thousands of endangered species that come here to save their species. The lake was also the site of the D-Day practice drills during World War II, since the landing crafts, or Higgins boats, were used for the invasion, and they were made right here in Louisiana by Andrew Higgins. The soldiers landed on the lakefront and practiced storming the beaches of Normandy and Metairie, Louisiana, before going into battle. The lake was heavily polluted in the 1970s and 1980s, but the Lake Pontchartrain Basin Foundation cleaned it up with the help of an unlikely ally. The clam life in the lake is very healthy, and since they're bottom feeders, they help filter the water in the lake. But one thing I need people to understand and keep in mind is that everything that goes into the storm drains around the lake will end up in there. Every cigarette butt, every hand grenade, every drop of rainwater drains unfiltered into the lake. So for the love of God, please use fucking garbage cans. Hurricane Katrina caused lake waters to inundate New Orleans and surrounding communities with a devastating storm surge. Every time hurricanes come to this area, the lake floods along the shorelines. But when strong storms hit the state, it can bring debris and sometimes animals from other places in the hurricane's path. For example, a large python was found on Grand Isle Beach after having washed up in the surf. Now, with a lake this big, there's no telling what lurks below the surface. Come take a walk along the lakefront, or take your kayak out on a sunny day on your next trip to Louisiana. And for more history, horror, folklore, and culture, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on TikTok. I'm Kyle Crosby, and this is Louisiana Dread.